With that, we now move on to the latest developments regarding the war. The war in West Asia continues to rage on, with multiple barrages of missiles being fired from both the US, Israel and the Iranian sides. With this, let's take a look at the latest videos from the strikes today. This is the first visual, which is from Bandar Abbas in Iran. These strikes ended up killing, according to reports, a top IRGC naval commander, Ali Reza Tangeri. Now, the site appears to have been an 8-story building on University Street and University Alley 16, which has now completely been destroyed. Those visuals from on your screens from Bandar Abbas. This next video is actually from Lebanon. Israel just dropped footage showing the destruction of around 200 Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. You can see the exact moment of the strike, followed by a massive fire due to the explosion. Meanwhile, an Iranian cluster munition has hit Kfar Qasim, an Israeli Arab town inside Israel. Some munitions flipped a car, damaged homes in 2 spots, and also left 5 people lightly injured. Now, no fatalities have fortunately been reported from these strikes. Next are the visuals of the aftermath from the Kfar Qasim strike. You can see massive craters on the road and cars being destroyed due to these strikes. These are bomblets that come from these cluster munitions that actually destroy everything in that area. Let's move on to the next image now. Iran has claimed that it shot down a US F-18 fighter jet over Chahbar, releasing a video as evidence. But US Central Command has rejected the claim, stating no American aircraft was downed, highlighting conflicting narratives amid rising regional tensions. Here's a video that has been put out by the IRGC. However, the US has denied these claims. Next up, we have US and Israeli strikes, which are intensifying fast and spreading deeper into Iran. They have now hit Shiraz, they've hit Lamad Airport, Isfahan, Karaj, Bandar Abbas, Mashhad and Taibat. These visuals are from Isfahan, where heavy and powerful strikes targeting military sites belonging to the Iranian regime in Isfahan. Next up is another video, yet again from Lebanon. According to reports, here is the video as the Israeli Air Force struck a residential building in the Al-Mashla area of the city of Nabatea. All right, so these were the latest developments that we got for you in visuals regarding the war in West Asia. Let me introduce the panelists who are joining us for discussing these. Gauri Shankar Gupta, who's a former diplomat, and Sanjeev Srivastav, who's a foreign affairs expert. Ms. Joyita Basu, the editor of the Sunday Guardian, will join us also shortly in a while. Let me first go across to Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta for more on this. Ambassador, we are seeing day 27 of the war. Obviously, we are still tracking hostilities from both the sides. We just got the visuals from various areas across the region, and the bombing does not seem to stop, even though there are talks of negotiation, there are talks of peace, and now we are also coming very close to that 5-day strategic pause that US President Donald Trump had announced. So where do you think now that the war is heading, sir?
Good afternoon, Shivani. You can see the temperatures are now rising today. In fact, till yesterday there was some sort of, you can say hope that the talks will begin between the two sides and some sort of solution will be found. But today the temperatures again rose considerably. President Trump has also given a clear warning that unless Iran negotiates and agrees to the demands of the US, they will start bombing and bombing very heavily. At the same time, Iranians are also firing missiles, mainly on Israel, but also elsewhere. And Israel is, making Hezbollah as the main target. They want to occupy part of the Lebanese territory, and they are hitting very, very hard on Hezbollah. So today I can see that the turmoil is actually worsening. Even in the state of Hormuz, things are not very clear. Though Iran has given passage to a lot of ships, but still the movement is very, very slow. Instead of, I believe that it is approximately 20 to 30% passage or the ship's movement is happening at that level rather than 80, 90, 100%. So obviously the energy crisis will continue to worsen, and the negotiations will become more and more difficult, because if the US and Israel fire on multiple cities in Iran, which they are doing today, then obviously the Iranians will also harden their stance, and they will not come forward for any dialogue as of now. There's already tremendous distrust between the two sides, and that distrust is further rising. On the other side, the Gulf states, GCC states, are quite scared of Iran now. They don't want to leave Iran in that state. They want Iran to be weakened. Otherwise, they will have to live under the shadow of Iranian fear. And they already had fear for years, but now the fear has become stronger after what they saw, the prowess of Iran in the last 27 days. Iran stockpiles of missiles is actually far beyond that US could imagine, and they could reach the targets beyond the normal, acceptable or perceived limits of their missiles. They still have missile launchers. They are able to even attack the airspace, and as they are claiming, they have downed F-18 airplane in their airspace, which could be true.
Right,
So
sir.
obviously Iranians have some hidden, missiles, drones, and other capabilities which IRGC is utilizing fully.
Right,
And
sir.
IRGC, as you know, they are dedicated and committed to Islamic fundamentalism. They are ready to do or die. So they are not going to surrender unless the leadership in Iran, agrees to do something better.
Absolutely, sir.
Now, I do
Absolutely
not see
agree. I
that.
think the situation seems to be very fluid right now. We'd like to introduce some more information to